All right, so guys, the this is going to rip after the baseball, but there's one spot left on that. If anyone's getting on that, there's 4 packs per box, so you're bidding on 1 pack, 4 cards per pack, and 1 relic per pack. Let me move the football off to the side here, and we'll get the baseball started. Oop. What's up, Palika Sales? Thanks, Jewelry Guy. Appreciate that. So that sold out, so we'll do that next. All right, so here's what we got for this break here. So we got the Top Series 2 hanger box, Bowman Blaster box, Bowman Mega box, and the 1981 Topps rack pack. Again, hunting. Let me pull the first one to the stage, and I'll keep talking. Hunting Tim Raines rookie, Harold Baines rookie, Fernando Valenzuela, Kirk Gibson rookies. So some nice rookies we can chase in there. So the Arizona Diamondbacks are first up. This is going to be sudden death auctions, 10 seconds, no refresh. So running now. Tim taking him down. Thank you, Tim. Had to get rid of Dominic over there. Can't spell loser, right? All right, let me get the Atlanta Braves to the stage. Give that a second for the pre-bids. All right. So the Atlanta Braves running here, 10 seconds, sudden death. I know, right? Your Atlanta Braves running here. I have some soccer packs. I don't have, we're just doing breaks tonight, but there are soccer cards on didthecards.com. Thank you, 757. Appreciate that. That's GPK in the background. I am doing a Garbage Pail Kids break as my 4th break, a little Garbage Pail Chrome box. I won this from picking and punching from beating him in our fantasy league. So pay that forward a little bit. Baltimore Orioles. Get him up on stage. 10 seconds sudden death. Running now. $7.57, taking it down. Boston Red Sox, obviously one of the better teams in the break here. You guys on YouTube, come over to didthecards.com. I do collect, Brian. I mainly collect Philadelphia Eagles cards. I'm building some sets, but all right. Red Sox running now, 10 seconds, sudden death. And they're going. And Giants. I mean, I have some Giants cards, but that baseball. I have some Mays stuff. And Tim taking down the Red Sox. Chicago Cubs. Damn, when I'm in Chicago, should we see a Cubs game or a White Sox game? Which is the way to go? If the Phillies are actually playing the White Sox that week. Here we go. Chicago Cubs running in 10 seconds. I got to get to my P.O. box, Dan. Dan taking out the Cubs. Big Cubs fan. The cards in the break, so it's Top Series 2, a Bowman Blaster, Bowman Mega, and then a 1981 Topps rack pack is in this break. Chicago White Sox to stage. 10 seconds, sudden death. Running now. I think Baines is on the White Sox in this set, right? I should have checked that before I ran it. Let me I'll double check that. I can always run them later. Let's see. Yeah, the Baines rookie's on in that set. I'll rerun that later on. Sounds good, Dan. I will tag you when we're starting, but I might not be able to tag you when you're might not be able to see that when you're walking Dodger. Cincinnati Reds to the stage. Ten seconds, sudden death, running now. Pittsburgh Treasures, thank you. Cleveland Guardians to the stage. 10 seconds, running now. Thank you, Tim. Colorado Rockies. Condone. Obviously, some of the teams like the Rockies are not going to be in the 81 Tops rack pack, but still definitely a chase team here. Running now. Tim taking him down. Detroit Tigers. Now we're hunting the Kirk Gibson, one of the more legendary home runs in baseball history. You know, rookie card of Kirk Gibson in that 81 Tops rack pack. And obviously they're a great team in the regular baseball modern breaks anyway. Running for 10 seconds, sudden death. Start now. King of Panics takes him down. I know he has a Kirk Gibson rookie card, but he wants another one. Houston Astros to the stage. Starting now. $7.57, thank you. Kansas City Royals. Jack Caglione, and obviously you can get a nice George Brett card out of the 81 Tops. Running now, 10 seconds. Right, taking them down. Los Angeles Angels to the stage. Ten seconds, sudden death. Start now. Guys, all this will ship out on Tuesday. My last few breaks in the singles auction I ran. The Dodgers. All right. So the Dodgers obviously are a great team in this set, in these breaks in general, but they also get the Fernando rookie in the 81 Tops rack pack. So, you know, obviously one of the better teams in the break. 10 seconds, running now. Miami Marlins. Yeah, PJ Morlando. What else you got in there? Marlins running for 10 seconds. Start now. $7.57 coming in there late. Taking the Marlins. Milwaukee Brewers. Got Made, Pena. King of Pennants is in the pre-bid. Running for 10 seconds. Start now. King of Pennants taking down the Brewers. And by the way, the Expos in this break with Tim Raines, rookie card, that they go to the Washington Nationals. Expos go to the Nationals. So that's in the listings, but I wanted to mention it here. All right, Minnesota Twins. Always hit some nice Twins cards in these breaks. Pulled a couple Twins autos already. Minnesota Twins running now. 10 seconds. And he's taking down the Twins. But then he's becoming a Twins collector. New York Mets to the stage. Mets running now. 10 seconds. Giggy Flow. Am I pronouncing that right? Appreciate you bidding. Taking down the Mets. If I butchered your name, let me know. I'll try to fix it. Got the Yankees coming up. Pittsburgh Treasures in the pre-bid. New York Yankees running now. 10 seconds. $7.57 taking them. All right. Let me get the next team to the stage. Oakland A's. So A's, you can, in the vintage break, you can pull a Ricky Henderson second-year card, which is a pretty good card. I mean, a PSA 7. I'm sorry, not PSA 7. A PSA 9 Ricky, I think, sold for $120 recently. Not that you're guaranteed a 9 in a pack fresh pack, but you never know. Could pull a 9 out of here. Here we go. 10 seconds. Sudden death. Running now. Rod taking down the A's. Phillies to the stage. Ten seconds. Sudden death. Start now. I hope you get it, Rod. That'd be sweet. I'm going to try to pick up some cool vintage stuff for breaks at the National. Looking forward to that. Get the Pittsburgh Pirates to the stage. Give me that a second. I'm trying to find my booth number so I can give you guys my booth number. I totally, I know I texted my buddy it because he has my booth next to me. All right, here we go. Pirates running for 10 seconds. Sudden death. And on the Nostalgia Pickers in. Nostalgia Picker, thank you. If you go to like the interactive map for the National, it lists me as my, I don't know why it does, but my website that I used to use, antiquesportshop.com, I come under that name, and it also says Modern Cards, which is like the furthest thing from what I bring to the National. But Modern Cards, antiquesportshop.com. If you guys are at the National, look for me. I think like I'll get the number. We got Tim's in on the San Diego Padres running now for 10 seconds. Nostalgia Picker taking them down. San Francisco Giants to the stage. Running now, 10 seconds. Sandoval's cards. Appreciate that. I think it might be your first purchase from me. If I'm wrong, my apologies. But appreciate you being here. Seattle Mariners up to the stage. Giggy Flow's in the lead. Running now. Giggy Flow taking it down. St. Louis Cardinals to the stage. Ten seconds. Running now. All right. Tim taking down the Cardinals. Tampa Bay Rays running up on the stage. I was checking my booth. 1728 is, I think that's my buddy's booth. We're next door to each other. So 1720s is where I'll be. Tampa Bay Rays starting now. 10 seconds. Oh, yeah, guys. Check out Rips and Brews, my channel that I share with King of Pennants. He ordered 4, I think it was 4, Bowman blaster boxes from Walmart. They weren't arriving in time. They were like delayed. He called. Sorry, guys. I clicked on an alert from another app, and it took me off the screen for a second. But he bought 4 blasters, and they arrived, and they were like, obviously they were not wrapped properly. They weren't even really packs inside. They were like cardboard wraps around the cards, completely like fraudulent cards. So check them out on Rips and Brews. Ridiculous. The Texas Rangers running now. 10 seconds. They refunded him, and then I think what happened is they refunded him before they arrived, and then once then he opened and realized they're fake. We filmed a video, and then they charged him because the tracking showed they got delivered. Then he called and complained, and they refunded him again. Is my take, but yeah, ridiculous. Toronto Blue Jays to the stage. Running now. Andy taking the Blue Jays. Last team, Washington Nationals. So again, you get obviously they're the big chase team anyway. One of the big chase teams, James Woods, Dylan Cruz, but Tim Raines, one of the guys I collected as a kid. He pulled the Tim Raines Expo rookie card out of the 81 Tops. And I'll still run the White Sox again in case anybody wants a bid on them. You can pull the Harold Baines with the White Sox. But the Washington Nationals running now, 10 seconds, sudden death. Andy taking down the Washington Nationals. Oh, really? Oh, man. I really can't wait for the first real celebrity member. Who was the first member? I forget the name now. I mean, Pneumatic, I would love to, and I don't know if they're planning on. They probably will, maybe from their hotel room. The Wi-Fi is so brutal at the National. At least it was the last several I've been at, to the point where me and my dad couldn't call or text each other when we're walking around the floor because the reception is so bad. So it's very hard to even communicate at the National, let alone do any kind of live streaming there. Dan in Demand coming in with Dan in Demand. All right. So let me pull the White Sox back up to the stage. Oop, what did I do? White Sox, in case anybody wants, I'll give it one more shot. Yeah, you can pull the Harold Baines rookie card, which is a Hall of Fame card. I mean, people argue that should he be in the Hall of Fame, but we got running now. 10 seconds. Thank you, Tim. All right, so that wraps that up. Yeah, you can pay for bigger Wi-Fi at the National. I'm sure all the big companies do that. The breakers do that, but it is costly. I mean, $1,500, $2,000 for the Wi-Fi. Not something I needed for that price, but it would be cool to run streams from the booth. All right, let me I moved the Garbage Pail Kids to the stage in case anybody wants to get on that. We'll do this next. What's that mean, Dan? I mean, just that I can afford the Wi-Fi, you mean? Yeah, there we go, Tim. All right, so what do you think about the order here? Maybe do the Top Series 2. Top Series 2, get into the Rack Pack, and then do the Mega and the Blaster. That sound like a good plan? Let me pin another giveaway now that got my giveaways working again. Can you get your choice of the Pinnacle Hockey, Dick Tracy, Omega Hockey, Wyvern, Adams Family, your choice. Rip or ship. If I was a human doctor, man, Dan, I'd be on board with that. But I just treat animals, Dan. We don't get paid the same. All right. There we go. Top Series 2, starting here. These packs are the exhausting packs. What's up, Caden? Empty box. Yeah, it's a thick boy. So let's get it ripped here. These Top Series 2 boxes and packs and everything are super dense. I mean, there's so many cards in these. I'll pull from the back since we saw this card first. Ronaldo Lopez of the Braves. Jake Fraley. Hunter Brown. Gordon Graceffo. Ryan McMahon. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Julian Aguiar. Wentzil Perez. Tyler Fitzgerald. Javier Sinoja. Hunter Goodman. Robert Suarez. Jaden Hill. James Altman. I'll flip around and check the backs when I'm done, too. Ezekiel Duran. Darren Baker. Jose Soriano. Michael Massey. Paul Goldschmidt. Thomas Sagasi. Shota Imanaga. Jake Myers. That's a cool looking card. Cal Raleigh. Big dumper there. Michael Mercado. Eduardo Rodriguez. Jack Flaherty. Willie Adames. Aaron Nola. I love those uniforms. I know a lot of people hate them. Toronto Blue Jays. Max Fried. Nick Fortes. Bo Bichette. Royals. Kyle McCann. Yuri Perez. Marcus Semien. Sean Burke. Zach Gallen. Got some backward cards here. Let me, they're all backwards. I'll pull from this side and we'll flip it around. me do it this way. This card we already saw. Luis Angel Acuna. Kirby Yates. Brandon Eisert. Christian Walker. Michael Kopech. Johnny DeLuca. Walter Pennington. Mason Miller. And he was a hot commodity on the trade market. John Singleton. Victor Robles. Billy Cook. All right, let's flip him around. All right, Stars MLB, Manny Machado. This card, the card in the back we already saw, so let me pull him forward. Freddie Freeman, Stars MLB. Jackson Jobe. Trey Turner. Churio and Yelich to the Brewers. That's another back. Oh, that card's backwards. I'll pull from the back this way, and then I'll do that last card. Kyle Manzardo on the feature stars. Cool looking card there. Spencer Horwitz. Juan Yepez to the Nationals. I'll look in the back of them in a second. This card we saw. Maybe we didn't see that. Jesse Winker. Jazz Chisholm on the throwback 90 tops. These last, let's see if any of these are numbered on the end of the pack. Not the Winker. Manzardo. Horwitz. And the Yepez. Am I saying his name right? Anyone? Yepez? It's a cool looking card, though. All right. Let me go through the backs, though. Make sure there's nothing, no gold mirrors back there or anything like that. That was an exhausting pack. Man, there's so many cards in those hanger boxes. Obviously, I'm not going to complain about too many cards, but when you're saying them all, it's exhausting. That was the throwback, the Chisholm. Yeah, right. I don't think I'll be doing that, Tim. All right, that was the Top Series 2. Let's get into the rack pack. I'm going to cut this guy. That way I can do it, sort of sleeve by sleeve. Flip them around there. There are a couple rookie cards on back. These aren't individually wrapped, too. And I think there's gum inside, which sometimes is... I don't know why some rack packs just have, like, the packs loose inside the rack. Others have it, like, individually cello wrapped and then inside the rack pack. All right. We'll pull this back card forward in a second. Starting off with a Mets rookie card. You got Hubie Brooks, Mookie Wilson. There we go. World Series hero going to the Mets, which I think it was Tim. Mookie Wilson rookie card. Pull the back card with the Ross Grimsley. Biff Pocoroba. Never heard of Biff. That's a pretty cool name, though. Biff Pocoroba. Pocoroba. It's a hard one to say. Alan Ashby. Terry Kennedy. Another rookie. That's an RBI leader. Mike Schmidt, Cecil Cooper. There we go. I just sold a Cecil Cooper game used bet. Steve Comer. The gum is in here. Now there's a little sticking to the gum. There's a big piece of gum there. Skip Lockwood. Gary Matthews. UL Washington. Danny Darwin. Rich Gale. Let me get that Hubie, the Mookie Hubie rookie sleeved up. Number 2. Chris Bando, Tom Brennan, Sandy Whiteall, rookie or Whittiall. Pull the back forward, Bob Forsch. Mike Griffin. Dick Drago. And there's some cool names back then, right? Probably good bet, Andy. The giveaway's running. See who takes that. Read a book. I'll show you your choices here in a second. Read. Benny Ayala. Dave Bergman. Tippy Martinez. You had some pretty cool names in here. Tippy is not a great name. That was my grandmother's turtle, Tippy. That turtle lived for like 40 years. Good name for a turtle. Not a great name for a baseball player. Hal Dews. Paul Molitor. There we go. A little nice pack fresh Paul Molitor heading to the Brewers. Al Bunbury. Jackson Todd. Rance Mullinix to the Royals. Let me get the Molitor sleeved up. Awesome, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was a wood turtle. She rescued. She was an animal lover like me, and she rescued him. He had like a injured shell, and she like fixed him, and she had him. He like free ranged in her basement. He had his own like little pond kind of thing in the basement. Ate like whatever they were eating, like mashed potatoes, and he was pretty cool. But I think he died when I was like 18, and he was alive well before I was born. Chelsea, her other pet was a sparrow, like a sparrow that had like a gimpy leg, and she had taken him in and had him for years too. Rich Worthman, Bruce Robbins, Dave Palmer. I remember him did he play a long time with the Orioles? St. Louis Cardinals on the team card. Juan Eichelberger. Larry Harlow. Got a rookie card. Blue Jays. Ken Schramm, Brian Milner, Luis, Neal. Oop, gum falling out. Paul Dade. Bruce Sutter, all-star to the Cubs. Mike Norris. Omar Moreno. Lance Parrish. Ending with a Tiger, but not the Tiger we were chasing there. So, well, no, I know about Jim Palmer. I feel like this guy's face. I don't know what team he played for, but I know his face from cards. Dave Palmer. But I don't know did he play for the Expos the whole time? I don't know. There was 2 hits out of that box. I'm going to get a wet paper towel because there's a lot of gum dust on my table here. I don't want to get on the Bowman cards. We get it real quick. I'll be right back. All right. There we go. Clean slate there. All right, there we got the Mookie and the Molder. Let's move them off to the side a little bit. Should we do the Mega or the Blaster first? What do you guys think? Mega? Okay, that was my... Oh, Blaster and Mega. Well, somebody break the tie for me. Andy, what would we do first here, Andy? Mega or Blaster? I know the Blasters tend to hit. I mean, Blasters seem like they were hotter in this product. Yeah, let's go the Mega. And we'll save the Blaster because I know the Blasters tend to be a little bit of a bigger... I mean, you obviously get the Mega packs out of here. You can hit some great stuff in both. We pulled autos out of both, but I think bang for the buck, the Blasters are a nice option. I haven't seen Bowman in my Target for a while. I don't know if there's less of that or they're not going to be putting that out anymore. The box. Got the 4 regular and the 2 Mega exclusive Mojo packs. Any score? Yeah, I got to pick some up. I'm down to break whatever. I'm going to buy some other stuff at the National. I have more Optic. I have some other stuff, but yeah, I'm down to work a variety of stuff in. All right, here we got the Ketel Marte, Kyle Tucker, William Contreras, Peyton Eels, Lazaro Montez, Blake Walters, the Matt Wilkinson to the Guardians, first Bowman Chrome, Christian Campbell to the Red Sox, Logan Gilbert, Jacob deGrom, yeah, and share your source for your Blasters online, Andy. Where did you get your last batch from? Bryce Harper, Fernando Tatis Jr. But yeah, you can buy them online. Mason Wynn, Jose Perella to the Guardians, Malcolm Moore, Aguilin Perez to the Yankees. He did get it from Walmart. I think he accidentally bought them from like a third-party seller on Walmart. Charlie Condon, first Bowman Chrome, gone to the Rockies. Andrew Morris, CJ Abrams, River Ryan. I mean, in the video, the packs didn't look a ton different. I'm sure in person they were like, you could tell it was printer paper. But the packs themselves were like printed cardboard that were folded around the cards. Like there was no seal. That was ridiculous. Ah, really? Yeah, we got to make it into a short. Only 14 people, I think, saw that video on YouTube. Didn't help that the King of Pennants accidentally scheduled that video to go live at 2 a.m. Eastern time instead of 2 p.m. It didn't help the view count, but that's a small channel anyway. So, yeah, come on now. Yeah, he bought them on Walmart.com, and they were like totally fake. You can watch it on Rips and Brews YouTube channel, Nomadic. Wyatt Langford, Dylan Cruz to the Nationals, Yuri Perez, Luis Pena to the Brewers, Carson Benj, Jack Lyons, Ashley Andujar, Hansel Louis, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and Ezekiel Tovar. Yeah, that's true. We all make mistakes. And I've done it. I've put out like members only videos. My first members only video ever, I didn't make it a members only video. So yeah, we've all made those kind of mistakes. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to mock Andy for it. Cole Raggins, Jackenzie Noel, Drew Thorpe, Jesus Made, Nick Kurtz, Bo Walker, Braden Montgomery, Emil Morales. Thanks, Todd. Appreciate that. Jackson Holiday, Mike Trout. The 2 mega exclusive packs. Braden Montgomery in the Mojo. Lucas Ramirez going to the Angels. First Bowman Mojo. Julio Rodriguez. Jack Caglione VIP. It's a nice card. What's up, Harry? And Slade Caldwell going to the Diamondbacks. Get these sleeved up. So Harry Humstone doing some picking up in the is it like Lake Placid or Adirondacks? I forget where you were. Yeah, man, mistakes are what it's all about, right? You learn from them, you get better. I mean, that's how we all get better. All right. Last pack out of the mega. Mookie Betts. Tariq Skubal. Connor Norby. Drew Romo on the die cut. Hunsiak Yang going to the Dodgers. I did see that. Yeah, that was cool. Eruzioni. Getting somebody sleeved up real fast. All right. Oh yeah, Reed. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. I got going with the break and I forgot. So you had the Pinnacle Hockey, Dick Tracy, 97 Omega Hockey, Wyvern Classic, which is a TCG game, and Adams Family Cello. So your choice. I can either ship it or rip it. Get the blaster ripping. You got it, man. Let's do it before we do the blaster. Do that. The Pinnacle. I've never opened this Pinnacle. Oh, now we got a pack that's like back and forth. What's going on here? Okay. All right. I think I got it. All right. Mark Howell. Flyers legend there. Mark Howell. Don Sweeney. Jim Sandelik. Gary Valk. Brian Propp. Another longtime Flyer. Vladimir Ruzicka. Gary Galley. Randy Burridge. Christian Rutu. Tim Kerr. What's going on there? Is that Tommy Green? What is that? Craig, not quite. Craig Ludwig, pro sideline. Why do they have him with like a bat and glove and ball? That's a weird card. And then the Idols. Is that a Maple Leaf? Matt Sundin. There we go. And Matt Snuslin. So two of them on there. So there we go. Coming your way, read a book. Like your name. It's something King of Panics has never done. Appreciate you, man. Get this labeled. All right. Get the blaster going. I'll get the heck out of here. I am like fastidious about my oral hygiene, Andy. And first of all, my wife was a dental hygienist. So, come on now. Come on. She gets all the fanciest contraptions. But I get it. I'm not mocking you. You can mock me back. It's all right. But I complained about the dental one. You didn't complain about the read a book. All right. Blaster. 6 packs. Here we go. Let's get an auto. We haven't hit an auto in a couple weeks. Yeah, you can power wash my side of my house all you want, man. Yamamoto. Ezekiel Tovar. Jackson Holiday. The die cut. Adil Amador. Jose Perdomo. Engelf Urena. Mitch Jebb. Carson Benj. Arun Escobar on the first Bowman Chrome. Trey Turner. Jung-Hoo Lee. Marcus Simeon. Get a little sleeving done here. All right. Escobar sleeved. Pack 2. By Trout. Tristan Casas. Manuel Clase. That was right. Number 36 on the prospect list. Emil Morales. Cam Caminetti. Is he related to Ken Caminetti? I assume probably. Eduardo Quintero. Hagen Smith. Eduardo Quintero again in the first Bowman Chrome. And then Cam Caminetti again on the Bowman Chrome. James Wood. Tomoyuki Suganu. Ben Rice. right. Sorry, guys. I'm just leaving up a couple things here. Next pack. Bobby Witt. Jackson Churio. Nick York. Corey Seager. Corey Lewis. J.J. Weatherholt. Who's that there? Cole Fontenelle, numbered 306 out of 399 on the green. Going to the Angels. Matt Wilkinson, Guardians, first Bowman Chrome. Mitch Jebb. Yordan Alvarez. Jose Ramirez. Cody Bellinger. Three packs left. Two after this one. Flip card mogul. Willie Adames. Vlad Jr. Jose Altuve. Connor Griffin. Charlie Condon. Got the reptilian in this pack. Andrew Morris. O'Neill Perez. Nick Kurtz, Bowman Chrome. Let's pull from the back. We'll save that reptilian. Ozzy Albies, Zach Neto, Francisco Lindor, Robert Kalaz, going to the Rockies. Del Amador, Luis Robert, Chris Sale, Rockstar Brooks Lee, Ashley Andujar, James Tibbs, Conrad Kaysen, Ashley Andujar again on the first Bowman Chrome, J.G. Weatherholt on the first Bowman Chrome, Manny Machado, Julio Rodriguez, Aroldis Martinez, We'll get the last pack in a second when I'm done sleeving here. All right, last pack. Caden Dana, Freddie Freeman, Kumar Rocker, Carson Benj, VIP, Hansel Louise, Dewal Joseph, Walter Janik, Braden Montgomery, Bowman Chrome, first Bowman Chrome, O'Neill Perez, Hassan Kim, Chase Jung, Ellie De La Cruz ended it off. Yeah, so no huge hits there. I'll run through the hits in that break. Start off with the Hubie Brooks, Mookie Wilson, Pack Fresh rookie. Get the nice Paul Molitor All-Star card there. Nice condition. Brooks Lee, Rockstar, J.J. Weatherholt, first Bowman Chrome. The Rockies, Reptilian, Mil Perez, or Morales. Eduardo Quintero on the first Bowman Chrome. Escobar first Bowman Chrome, Adele Amador die cut, Connor Norby, Jack Caglione, Slade Caldwell, Charlie Condone, and the numbered Cole Fontenelle on the green. So there we go. Good question. Yeah, probably a ton, right? Paul Molitor? Let's see. Games played, 1980. 111, it looks like. Let me get a... Did you take a lot of days off, Dan? Yeah, 111 games. That actually is not a ton for that time period, right? Did he? I mean, I didn't see it, Dan. What did he do? I've been like running crazy all weekend. I'm putting a new video series on my channel that I filmed yesterday, and I have a plan to empty the warehouse, or at least part of my warehouse. I'm going to make some content, maybe a video every week or every 2 weeks. The National is going to slow that down, but I pulled out a bunch of stuff to put in my antique shop, and so I was doing pricing stuff all day yesterday. Okay, let me get to the pieces of the past stuff out. So this break sold out earlier. I do have another one of these if anybody wants to do a second one of them. The Garbage Pail Kids is up on the stage. There's 4 left of them. To be honest, I'll rip it regardless. So you guys can, if it sells, we can figure that out. Oh, yeah, I know you mean. Yeah, I think a lot of the Phillies were up in arms about that. Pitcher, right? Let me get these pieces of the past names on a wheel. Okay, let me see. All right, so 4-corner jewelry guy. Got 1. Then we got Ready Picker 1. Commonwealth Picker, and then 4 corners again. All right. Let me pull up my wheel of names. So there's the 4 names who bought into the pieces of the past break. Let me close that. I'll shuffle 5 times. Let me actually notify buyers, though. Let me do that. Okay. It's going to be pressure to rip that in front of Kevin's, a history teacher, right? Because I'm not going to know some of the names of the 1700s. But shuffle this 5 times. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle it and then draw, see who gets the first pack that I get out of the box. I'll open them in order. So this will be for the first pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll spin it. Four corners jewelry guy. It's the first one. Okay. So again, there's 4 packs in here, 4 cards per pack, 1 relic per pack. So this the first pack we see out of here will be for Four Corners Jewelry Guy. So that's your pack there. Let me take them all out and then we'll empty box. So Four Corners Jewelry Guy. I'm going to put a sticker on this so I know right there for 1 second. I'm going to label it with your name just so I know that. All right. All right, starting off, this is the Andy Warhol pop art card. Who's that though? Like a Native American? I can't really tell who that is. We'll circle back to that in a second. Next up, got Marquise de Lafayette. Pop art. That was King Shaka of the Zulu Kingdom. So I was not quite right on my identification there. Shaka of the Zulu Lafayette. There's George Washington on the red. That might be numbered. We'll check in a second. And the relic card. A big book relic of Voltaire. There you go. Nice big relic. Voltaire. Yeah, the George is numbered 3 out of 50. 3 out of 50. You can see it's has some flaws out of the pack, but I think some of these cards, you can see the corner is not perfect there and there. These cards, some of their cards have a film that you can remove, but I'll leave that up to you if you want to try that. But yeah, you got the numbered George Washington, and you got the nice Voltaire big relic there, heading the way of Jewelry Guy or Four Corners. I forget what your primary name was. They both popped up on the sale. I remember bargaining. Yeah, that was a cool one. This is the first time I've ever opened this stuff for the breaks. I never opened it personally. All right, let's spin for pack number 2 here. Yeah, at least got a numbered card. That was pretty sweet. All right, so I'm going to shuffle it 5 times again for the second pick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get it spinning. Man, here we got Jewelry Guy again. Four Corners. Or Jewelry Guy. I see your name is on the screen there. All right, so this one is yours as well. We'll get that labeled before we open it. Let me do this. I'll duplicate a listing of this in case anybody wants to do another one. Let's see. All right, so I put another one of them on the stage. If anybody wants to do a second box of this, you don't have to. I figured I would put it up there. I'm going to do the Garbage Pail Kids regardless. There's still 4 available on the Garbage Pail Kids. There's Four Corners again, or Jewelry Guy. I think you're ready, picker 1. So the pop art card. These cards are tricky to figure out who they are. Is that Voltaire again, maybe? We'll look at that in a second. Queen Elizabeth, no, Queen Catherine the Great on that one. King Louis the let's see, Louis the 14th. Louis the 14th. Thanks, Red Picker One. Appreciate you. There we go. Napoleon Bonaparte. This seems like a thicker relic to me. It's the same guy, though, right? Oh, but handwriting. Voltaire with the handwriting relic. It's pretty cool. You pulled 2 different Voltaire relics. That's a nice one, though. I'm trying to figure it out. To me, they look like they mounted the relic upside down, didn't they? Does that look like the way? Maybe it's not. I don't know. But very cool looking card regardless. Congrats, jewelry guy. Appreciate you. I don't think it's all Voltaire in these boxes, but thank you, man. All right, let's see who goes next. Between Brady Picker 1 and Commonwealth Picker. Shuffle them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll spin it. Brady Picker 1. There we go. All right. So this one's yours. Brady Picker 1. That labeled. And it is possible, I've never done it, but it is possible to hit cut autos out of pieces of the past. And this was out of a case that I bought. And the only ones we've opened are on the break. So if there's a case hit, we haven't hit it yet. I know they do have case hits because they had like the hand, like the sketch cards we pulled before on a break. Some of like the big relics. We got Ovalocity. Is that Thomas Jefferson on the oval die cut? Good. We've been embarrassing if I was wrong. I was right. Thomas Jefferson. We got the Andy Warhol pop art style card. I don't know who that is. Is that a? Well, we'll turn it over in a second. We got. Is it John Dickinson on that one? That was Marie Antoinette. And the relic. Anyone recognize him? It's not jumping out for me. Okay. Is it Williams Wordsworth? It's really hard to read that font. But the handwriting is so fainted. It's a written relic, but it's very faint. I'm surprised they would use that relic. You really can't. The camera completely washes it out, but in person you can make it out. But it is faint. So interesting. William Wordsworth. Exactly. Well, it's there, Andy. You just can't. The camera is really washing it out, but it is there. That's like I got one relic from them on a 1 of 1 that was killer card, but the relic is there's not much on it. That one you can read. Not in the bright light here, but all right, that was yours. Ready Picker 1. Thank you. The last one is Commonwealth Picker. I'm gonna put his name on there. Let me tag him. You're gonna get ripped. Was it Wadsworth or William Wordsworth? I think it was Wordsworth, wasn't it? I know there's a Wadsworth. I feel like 1800s are better for me in terms of knowledge than 1700s, especially when you get into the sports realm. Jane Austen. What did Jane Austen write, Andy? If I'm right, even she's an author, right? She wrote like Pride and Privilege. What did she write? Jane Austen. Jane Austen's, somebody will know. Somebody will know. Maybe that is it. James Madison. I say Pride and Privilege. I helped you along on that one. Got the Elizabeth Schuler Hamilton. Does have like a little like Nick. I think this is the coating though. You can pull that coating off, so it's sort of protecting the car, but it has a little defect on the surface. Thanks, Batmanimal. Appreciate it. Here's the relic. Oh wow, it is a big handwriting relic. That's a cool one. Louis the 15th. Beautiful big relic on that. Very nice. King Louis the 15th. Got the Commonwealth picker. There we go. Yeah, this is real writing. Yeah. So some of them they'll declare it, like they'll show the document that the writing was from. Like I'll show you one in a second that I had, but nice card. King Louis the 15th on the big relic there. Going to Commonwealth picker. Thanks, Kevin. I'll show you one of ones that I hit out of a product. And there's 3 more available in another box if anyone wants to get in on one of those. Check out some of these. These are we hit this card in a break a couple weeks ago, but this is the same card that I owned. King of Pennants gave this to me. A little megalodon tooth. This was a 1 of 1. It was a little bit of a disappointing 1 of 1. Woodrow Wilson. We can see the relic is like blank, like a blank relic. So that's an odd one, but beautiful card. But the great 1 of 1 is this one. It's an oversized keepsake relic. Grover Cleveland, 1 of 1. Handwriting is actually Grover Cleveland's handwriting. They show the presidential document on back that was Beckett certified, Beckett authentic, like autograph certified. I assume the cut signature is available in keepsake as well, but that was a 1 of 1 handwriting of Grover Cleveland. So you definitely have some handwriting cards will actually have the handwriting of the person that they show the relic. They don't always show the relic. All right. So let me pull another box. If anyone wants to get on a second break of that, there's 1 in the buy it now. And then this is up. Well, that's on the stage right now. There's 3 left, 1 sold. And then this Garbage Pail Kids Chrome, there's 6 packs. Let me move this, see if anyone's getting. I think it's 2 of these sold. Oh no, more than 2. Oh, nice. Yeah, I love the relic. I have a bunch of relics around me. I love that stuff. I have like a Van Gogh relic collection. All right, so Michael Kraft bought 2, the Ready Picker 1 bought 2, and then Todd Pella brought 2 of the Garbage Pail Kids. There's 2 left. I'm going to open it regardless, but I'll let them choose. Give it a second more if anyone wants to buy the last 2, but I'll open it anyway, and then I'll let Ready Picker 1 and Todd Pella choose their packs. I'll do a spinning wheel. I'll set that up right now. Ah, very nice. Multi-relics. Yeah, I love the quad, the triple relics. Those are awesome. I have some other stuff over here that I had priced for a show that I did, and I'm going to probably bring them to the National, but a big Edgar Allan Poe relic. Get the Genghis Khan numbered out of 20 relic. Franklin Pierce. Here's a cool triple relic. Lincoln, Franklin, Washington. Quad relic. There's all the inventors out of 10. And then a little numbered Pablo Picasso. They are modern, yeah. These are Garbage Pail Chrome. They're Series 6, but they're a modern product. That's a pretty good idea, Bargain House. A little trading post. That's smart. Maybe there is something like that in the chat. I unfortunately don't get in the chat as much as I should, but all right. Let me. So we'll stick with the 4 of them. We'll go. We'll give it like a few more seconds. Everyone wants to buy one of these packs or 6 packs. And then otherwise we'll just rip it as it is. Over here for the first pack. Well, first choice. I'll let the guys choose. Shuffle this 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll spin it. Feline Flippers, thank you very much. Ready Picker 1. All right, let me add Feline Flippers to it. We'll remove Ready Picker 1. We'll do, let's see. Love the name. Love your name, Feline Flippers. Big animal lover myself. 2 cats, 3 dogs. So, I mean, there could be there's a refractors, numbered cards. I guess you could get an artist sketch card. To be honest, I've opened 1 box of this, not of Chrome, of I forget what was the one I did, it was the space theme box. I forget what it was called. Oh, nice. There you go, 6 packs, D-box. So, Ready Picker 1. You can choose 1 to 6. Here's the 6 packs. Or if you guys, 5, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get that labeled for Ready Picker 1 real fast, and we'll get it ripped. All right. Let me do something real fast before you flip through this. All right. Let's pin another giveaway, too. The giveaway is a choice of a vintage pack, which I'll show you in a second. We're starting off with Bernie Burns, Shrill Jill. I like the striped background on that. Mark Spark, just in time for, just a little late for 4th of July, I should say. We got Sherwood Forest. That's cool. If there's anything special on back numbered or the puzzle back. All right. Cool looking cards. I think Sherwood Forest is the coolest one there. Yeah, they're very nice cards. All right, let me shuffle these 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spin it for the next choice. Feline flippers for the next choice. All right. You get your choice of 1 to 5 feline flippers. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Here we go. Let me actually label it real fast. Right there in 1 second. All right. Here we go. Cold cut. That's cool. I like it. Multiple faces there for cold cut. Metal Monty. So it looks a little different. It's a horizontal card. Handy Andy. And Moist Joyce. That's an interesting one. That's funny. Let me look at the back, see if there's anything. Checklist. The backs are pretty cool with the comic backs. So there we go. A lot of people don't like the name, the word moist, but I think cold cut's my favorite in that pack, though. That's pretty cool. What's your guys' favorite cold cut? Mine's gonna be an unpopular favorite, or lunch meat, I should say. If King of Panics, he might not be anymore. You could probably guess one of mine. It's like something they don't sell too often in the supermarket. It's like when you order it, they're like, "That's what you want." I don't eat it much, though. All right, let's remove one of the feline flippers. Shuffle 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get it spinning. Todd Pella with the next choice. Never had head cheese. I don't know exactly what that is. I assume it's not cheese at all, right? But Todd Pella, which one would you like if you're here? I think you're here. Got 1 to 4. Now it's either it's one of 2 loaves, either pickle and pimento loaf or olive loaf. I don't know if you guys are a fan of either of them, but they're delightful meat choices. The Top Pella, if you're here, if not, I'll choose. I'll just choose off the top. Give it a few seconds. Probably should tag them, huh? That would make more sense. Anybody like either of those choices? Olive loaf or pickle and pimento loaf, or PMP as the cool kids call it. PMP. I'm going to rip off the top for you. Get this pack going to Todd Pella. Let me get it labeled. All right, Todd Pella's pack here. Let's get it ripped. It's like bologna. It's like bologna with like chunks of vegetables, right? Is that? It sort of feels healthy. Got Chrome Cooler Cal. Restored Rusty. We hit the sister card to that earlier. Nasal Hazel. What has gone on there? Like plants growing out of her nostrils? I don't know what's going on with that one. And the last card, Total Todd. Here we go. All right, we're going to Todd Pella. Shuffle them 5 times here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And spin it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah. Ready picker 1. Next up. Oh, is that what it is, Batimal? Okay, that makes sense. Number 1. All right, off the top for ready picker 1. Let me get it labeled. Now, someone creative should make a Garbage Pail Kids YouTuber reseller set somehow, like a little chat GPT up. I actually worked on a set of like YouTuber cards, and I had like 6 of them designed, but never printed them out. So I should probably get on that. But I had Dave in there. I had who did I have? I gotta go back to my list. But yeah, I designed them. I just never did anything with it. They weren't Garbage Pail Kids, but all right. Ready picker 1. There's your pack. Got Megan Strainer, Tin Trudy, Snotty Lottie. Here we go, another close up of the nose card. Oh, that last card, you had something fancy. And I feel like there's an extra card in this pack, isn't there? Yeah, there's an extra card on the back here. Dynamike. What is this? Refractor. Shrill Jill. That's a fancy looking card, though. That's an extra card. Is that numbered or anything? Let's see. No, but that's definitely like a refractor. That's an insert. Here we go. Maybe it's numbered on front. Let me make sure. I don't think so. It's a very cool looking card. Little bonus card there. And the ready picker 1. Thank you. At least I feel like it was a bonus card. I think there was 4 cards in each pack, but maybe I'm wrong. All right, shuffle the last 2 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get it spinning. Todd Pella gets the last one here. Todd, if you're here, you weren't last time, I assume, but I'll pick off the top for you unless you want a different card. You let me know. Different pack, top or bottom. All right, Top Pella's pack. The winner, the giveaway is drawn. Let me do that first. Pneumatic flippers. Your choice of Dick Tracy, 97 Hockey, Wyvern Classics, like TCG game, or Adams Family pack. Either rip it or ship it. Your call. You got it, man. Yeah, I think you do. I think, yeah, you definitely, I was organizing all that stuff today, so you definitely have stuff. And that's going to ship out on Tuesday. Here we go, Todd Pella. Pack number 2 for Todd. Oh, see, this one has a little refractor back there too. So maybe they didn't have 4. Yeah, that one says 4 cards. So I'm not sure. Got Seymour. Just a skeleton beneath the pants there. Chrome Cooler Cal again. Liquid Metal. Poodale. That's weird. Poodale. And the last refractor card here. Pagan Megan. That's a cool card. That's very cool. There we go. Coming to Todd Pella. All right, last pack going to Feline Flippers. And guys, I have this in the buy now. It's up on stage. If anyone's want get in on another break of the 1700s, it's there if you want it. Got brushed off Brenda. Here's a special card there. Let's say that to the end. Shish K Bob. That's cool. I like that one. Another sideways card. Got eavesdropping. Oh, I got it. I like it. Like eavesdropping, but eavesdropping. Got the refractor card here. Brushed off Brenda on the refractor. We saw that card. That's the base card of the same card. Let's go see what this green is back here. It's horizontal. Bloodshot Scott. That is an awesome card. Let's see if that's numbered. That's definitely, yeah, numbered. Numbered. That way? Yeah, 67 out of 299 in the corner there. It's a very nice card. That's a very cool looking card. Even I love the green, but I love the card itself for the graphics. So very cool. Going to Feline Flipper. Bloodshot Scott heading your way. As are the other cards. All right. Thank you. I got Scott sleeved up for you. All right, so who's let's see. So Ready Picker One bought one of these. I appreciate you subbing, man. Thank you very much. So I don't know if does anybody want a little less chance to get in on this. What I'll do is if I'll open it regardless, and I'll let Ready Picker One pick the pack out of here. You sure, man? You want to do that? That's cool. If you want to do that way. Trying to think how to do that when I'm. Because I'm gonna, yeah, I'll figure it out. I was gonna say I was gonna ship, but maybe I'll hold your stuff for one more week. That way, otherwise, if I ship it out, the order won't show up for me. So, there we go, man. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I have a great break pack planned for next Sunday night. 57 top set break in the baseball break, 89 score vintage pack in the football break. I'm gonna buy some other stuff at the National when I'm at the National, so I'll do some other breaks. If you guys are looking for certain things, like I'll try to get a little variety in the pieces of the past stuff as well. Like I have a bunch of stuff in the buy now that I can try to figure out how to do a break with it. The keepsake stuff that maybe I'll do one of those next week. I'll figure it out. But anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Fun night. I'll see you next Sunday night. Let me see what I can get rated here. Let's see. We got Jay's picks in cards, it looks like. Actually, there's two people. Let me see. Let me make sure they're who's in cards. I think they're probably both in cards, but let's see. Let's go to Jay's picks. He only has a couple people in the room, so we'll go there. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you. We'll see you next time.